Apple just released iOS 26.4, and there are a surprising number of fantastic updates and new features. I'm going to walk you through all of those. The first thing that you'll notice is with the new iOS 26.4, they've taken care of the keyboard issues. You can see it says improve keyboard accuracy when typing quickly. Now, in iOS 26, there were all kinds of issues with the keyboard and the accuracy, especially when typing with two fingers or quickly. Now, to be able to take advantage of that fully, of course, just update your iPhone to iOS 26.4. So open up Settings, tap on General and Software Update, and then just update your phone. But after we've done that, we need to make sure that we've gone in there and reset your keyboard. So within your settings, tap on the General option at the very bottom. And now you'll be able to see if I scroll down to the bottom, I hit Transfer or Reset iPhone at the bottom, and then choose Reset. Now you can see midway down is to reset the keyboard dictionary. This will reset all of the settings for your keyboard and a lot of times fix any kind of bugs or glitches in it. So just tap on that and enter in your passcode, and you'll make full use of the new keyboard in iOS 26.4. Now, the second thing I want to walk you through is Apple Music. There are tons of really awesome new features within Apple Music. One feature is, let's open up, say, this song by BTS. Now, you'll see if I hit play here, it expands the graphic, and there's just a new layout that's a lot more streamlined and cool. Another cool thing that you'll find is if you tap on an artist here, in this case BTS, and go to artists, a new feature is that you can see their upcoming concerts. So just tap on upcoming concerts. It will show you all of their concerts. They are coming to the United States. They just recently announced, and you'll be able to go into all of these and purchase those tickets directly in Apple Music. Now, let's say instead of this, you just wanted to see what's in your area. You can now do that as well. Just tap on the little search icon here, and you'll be able to see if you scroll down, we're going to find where it says concerts. Just tap on that. Now, if you give it location access, in my case, I give it location access and I live in Raleigh, North Carolina, you'll be able to see I can go through and find all of the artists that are coming to Raleigh. And on any of these, if I wanted to go to them and actually watch that concert, I can tap on it and go through the process of hitting get tickets, add it to my calendar, all of that. Really cool feature that is built in. However, that's not the only added feature that is in Apple Music. Another cool feature is that you can tap on the library button at the bottom right. And now let's get into a playlist. Tap on playlist at the top and tap plus. And we'll hit create new playlist. Now this is a brand new feature that is a bit different to how playlists used to work. You can use AI to create what's called a playlist playground, or you can basically just ask it whatever you want in terms of whatever playlist you want it to create, and it will automatically do that for you. So let's say I wanted this to be named Beach. And on here at the very bottom, you can either just type in the prompt, or I'm going to tap on the microphone. Make me a beach playlist for the summer of 2026 where I'm grilling out, hanging out with friends, something upbeat and fun. And then hit search, and it will just start to automatically create that playlist for you and match all of the songs and basically create that customized playlist for that one moment. Of course, you can do this if you want an ambient songs because you're chilling and hanging out or anything that you want. Just hit the check mark here. And just like that, I've created my own custom playlist called Beach. Now, the last thing I want to show you in Apple Music is a game changer, in my opinion. Let's go back home here and at the top right, tap on your profile button. Now, if you're used to using a different service like Spotify or anything else, you can now tap on transfer music from other services. And in this case, it says apple.songshift.com. And I can bring in music from Amazon Music, from Spotify, from Tidal, even from YouTube Music if I wanted to. I can bring all of those into Apple Music to be able to transfer everything so that there's seamless transition to Apple Music. Now, let's hop out of here and talk about another great feature of iOS 26.4, and that's new emojis that we've gotten. So these are the new emojis that are built into iOS 26.4. You can see them all here, and if I scroll down, it will list what they are. So you can see distorted face, fight cloud, ballet dancer, orca, hairy creature, which is Bigfoot, trombone, landslide, and a treasure chest. Now, all you need to do is open up, say, a note or whatever you want, a text message, and tap on that little smiley face at the bottom left, and you'll be able to see some of those new ones here. Keep in mind, they are not automatically shown at the beginning, or there's no section that says, hey, these are the new emojis. However, you can just search for them. For instance, you can search for orca, and it will pop up. Or you can just go through the list and try to just find them by just scrubbing through the list of all of these emojis. Really cool features, and they constantly add new cool emojis to the keyboard. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is basically tackling the liquid glass effects on your iPhone. But first, if this helps you so far, hit that subscribe button down below. It just takes you a couple seconds, and it really helps me be able to make these videos for you. Thank you, guys. Now, on the Settings app of your iPhone, let me go back out of here to the very beginning. You might not necessarily like the liquid glass look and feel. And on the liquid glass look and feel, we can continue to reduce that liquid glass within iOS 26.4. The first thing that you can do, which is brand new, is tap on Accessibility. And within Accessibility, let's go to Display and Text Size. Now, towards the bottom, you'll see a new thing called Reduce Bright Effects. And this says minimize highlighting and flashing lights when interacting with on-screen elements such as buttons or keyboards. And I have an example for you here. So let me just open up this X post here, and I'll show you it really quick. So essentially, this is it off versus on. So this is it on. You'll be able to see it constantly flashes. It's really obnoxious. Whereas if you turn that feature on to reduce it, it will look more like this, which I think is a lot more visually appealing to anybody's eye. So in the settings, again, where it says reduce bright effects, let's turn that on. But another cool feature is if you go back one and tap on, oh, that's the wrong one, motion right here. You can see reduce motion. This will further reduce that liquid glass look and feel on your iPhone, essentially to make it look more static and just easier to read, which I think is really helpful. The last thing that we can do within the settings to tackle that liquid glass look and feel, this isn't a new feature in iOS 26.4, but I just want to point it out just because we're talking about it. So scroll down and tap on Display and Brightness. And then there is liquid glass. Now, if you like liquid glass, you can keep it as clear, and you can see it's fairly transparent, and it makes it kind of hard to read everything. Or you can switch this to tinted, which I think is a great balance. You can still see some of the background, but the nice thing is that you can also see and read all of the menu items on top of it as well. Now, the next thing that I want to do is go back to the very beginning of your settings, and I'm going to show you some new features within the wallpaper. So from the beginning of your settings, let's scroll down and tap on Wallpaper here, and tap Add New Wallpaper. What you'll be able to see are two new changes primarily. If you scroll down, the wallpapers for weather, astronomy, emoji, kaleidoscope, all of these are no longer taking up space on your iPhone, because essentially it says to get those. So you can choose to tap on it and download those wallpapers if you want those. However, it doesn't automatically download all of them. And if you don't want them anymore, you can tap on that little check icon and hit remove from gallery and remove. Again, reducing the space that all of these previously took up on your iPhone. You can just basically remove them all. Another cool feature is if you scroll down, you can see iOS 26 wallpapers, but there's a wallpaper specifically for this phone. I have an iPhone 16 Pro, and you can see this wallpaper is just for iPhone 16 Pro. So basically just check the wallpaper that is specifically designed for your phone. Really cool feature. Now, let's hop out of here. And the next thing I want to show you is an ambient music widget, which is brand new as well. So let's tap and hold on an app here. Let's just choose a random app and tap on Edit Home Screen. After you've done that, you can tap on the Edit button at the top left. And on here, we're going to tap Add Widget. And there's a brand new widget, if I scroll down, called Ambient Music. I can tap on it. And I can choose how big I want it to be. Let's say I wanted the bigger one on here to walk you through an example. And let's just tap on Done at the top right. Now, the cool thing is I can just tap on Sleep and it will automatically start to play sleep music. Or I can tap on Chill or Well-being or Productivity. Essentially, this is a quick and easy way for you to automatically access those songs or that music. And usually it's background music depending on what you're doing at that moment. A really cool new feature. I hope this helps. I hope this helps introduce you to iOS 26.4 and all of the great new features. If this helped you out, again, hit that subscribe button down below. It really helps me out. And I'll catch you on the next one.